Pocho, you're lame, dog. Quit saying my name, dog. You thirsty getting clout. You get no views on your podcast anyways, dog. Stop capping, my boy. Yeah, you reached out. You talk good about me. I never did an interview with you, my boy. You wanted to go on live. I never did, because why? I know what it is. You're making a narrative that's never going to happen. Dog, there's too much bloodshed, too much bullshit going on. Prison is prison. The streets is the streets.
Hey, what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy, Pocho, one of the Chicano podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field, bruh. Man, I'm just having a great day. My enemies are out of here. Man, I'm going to tell you this. We all have to stay in bounds, bro. For some weird reason, God loves me, and he hates people that lies. And there's people on the internet that lie about me, and for some reason, they just be getting knocked out of this life. And I don't want to mock the, dead, but Jesus, thank you. You know what I mean? I don't gotta worry about another fool making lies on videos about me. Hey, that's karma coming your way, bro. I never lie. I never lie on this. All this is my opinions, but I never lie on people to try to expose people or hurt people or any of that dirty stuff. And when you do that on the internet, I don't know what happens to you, but karma comes and claps your ass. Anyway, today what are we talking about? Blanco15, little Southside Screech versus Upstate Tommy Buns, bro. I don't know what it is, dude. It's like they get the funniest fools that come out of the woodwork to become representatives of the South Side, bro. I don't know. A lot of my friends would probably be embarrassed that these fools are the representatives. But today I'm going to break down real quick the little drama that's happened between these youngsters and why, like always, you should not be like Tommy and probably be a little bit more like Blanco15. Yes, another person. Even BFD's over here acting like a little Karen-ass sucker. I still have to keep it real whenever he does something righteous. So, Southside Screech is doing something righteous, and I'll break it down why I'm feeling that vato more. And if you're going to be a vato, be that vato. So, real quick, Blanco15 is a scary gangster coming out of Palm Springs. I put a post up on No Jumper that keeps getting likes to this day. Like, ooh, I'm so scared. Fools used to say that about us in Santa Rosa till they came here and found out. But it's all good. Now, every city, every area has a scary part, or a ghetto part. I'm not going to lie. And even in Palm Springs, I could see it. Because I was there. I got kicked out for drinking too much in the bars, bro. I'll be honest. That's why I had to quit drinking, fool. You couldn't take me nowhere. And there's a bunch of raza working there, in the bars and the restaurants, helping, all the rich people. So, of course, there's going to be a hood in Palm Springs. So, I don't deny it. It's just way out there. It's hot. But, hey, anything out there in the IE is hot. And there's hoods all around them. I didn't even know what Palm Springs was the IE. Is it? Anyway, so he came out of nowhere, doing his thing. Kind of this little group of OTR guys or youngsters. It was Tommy Buns, P-Face, and Blanco15. These names are crazy. So, and we're not going to talk about P-Face today, but we will be talking about Tommy Gunz out of Pixley. So Blanco15 comes into the scene. He's the whitest essay from the Trece. He's doing all these hand movements, and this is what would get him in trouble. In my opinion, all these fools are children of Lefty Gunplay. They all copied Lefty Gunplay doing this and all these little things. And so, I guess Blanco15 came out first, and he kind of put on Tommy, and this is what he gets. This is what happens, bro. I put on Icon, and look what Icon did to me. You feel me? Juan put me on, and look what I did to him, hating on him when I should have just kept it cool with the boss, bro. It is what it is, so I could have been a real dynamic person at the food community, because respectfully, bro, every time they try to get new hosts on the food community, they just are not as good as me, bro. And I like Prime and Compa, but they're just not as good as me. I think that they would actually admit that. But Prime is doing a good job of creating the production. Compa is funny, and Juan actually has great takes. I do think still me and Juan would kill it. I actually think me, Juan, and Icon are the original crew is the best crew. I have to be real. It's all about being real here. So Blanco15's coming out, getting popular like every white boy that raps for a little bit. And he starts putting people on. I don't know if he's specifically helped P-Face get on, but he definitely helped Tommy Gunz. And Tommy's from Pixley. Pixley is like one stop. I've never even been there. I don't know anybody that's ever been there. There's no reason to go there, and I understand why he's trying to get out. So in the end, I still want Tommy Gunz, Tommy Buns to win. This is all fun and jokes and entertainment. This is what I'm talking about. It's okay to joke around and have fun with each other. But when you start trying to expose people, hate people, lie on people, and that's what some of these YouTubers that pass away, that's what they do. And then they die. That's what they do. But that's life. We're all going to be there one day. Rest in peace to my suck-ass haters. Hey, seriously though. So then, so Blanco15 is putting the Tommy Gunz on. Tommy Gunz is over here staying at his house and you know what I mean? They're staying at his homies' houses. You know what I mean? But they're going to the studio. He introduces him to DJ Flip, OTR, all that. Puts him on, bro. And then what does Tommy Gunz do? He goes to jail, like all these fools do eventually, and then starts crying. And what was so crazy, he was in jail for a month and acting like he came out like a super Sureno, you know, after like 6 years, 10 years, 15, 30 years, you know what I mean? It was hella funny, bro. It's so funny, these fools. And so, I don't know if that was the time when he did Mic Check, and that song was dope, I'm not going to lie. And I think there's a couple other good songs that they both have. But so Mic Check comes out, and that one's really popular by DJ what is his name? DJ Flip. They fall out because this fool Blanco's not happy with the money he's getting. You know what I mean? From the thing. You should just be happy that you're working with DJ Flip. I swear to God, these fools do not understand about investing in certain people and projects that don't matter. How could I get fired from the food company when I wasn't getting paid, bro? It was a collaboration. That fool just cut me out. You feel me? And that's it. It is what it is. It's all right, bro. I mean, I don't even think that they're doing all that. So I think they would have done better just with me if we worked it out. But so this is what I'm trying to say, though, about all this is conflict doesn't help anybody. You know what I mean? I'm over here. They're having a mediocre podcast. I'm in my garage. If we were together, we'd be stronger. Just like these fools. If they stay together, they're stronger. But no, they want to start crying. So Blanco15 is probably a little envious that... and who knows, maybe not. He seems like, to be honest, he seems like a pretty straight up dude. He doesn't seem like a clout chaser. He doesn't seem like he's trying too hard. Like Tommy Buns seems like he's like kind of putting on 2 watches, one for when I was broke and one for when I'm rich. Bro, you're still broke, dog. You're staying on people's couches. I can't stand. That's why I think rappers are getting played out, you know, because nobody wants to pretend like or do the fake facade like, oh, I'm so cool, I'm so rich, you know, I can't be silly. That's why I Show Speed and all these guys, Kai Sanat, all these kids are winning in the streaming because they're just dorks that were in their garage, and people are can relate to that more than some rapper with all these chains that trying to act like he's richer than he really is. You know, it's a small D energy, bro. So Tommy Gunz goes to jail like all these fools do. When he gets out, he gets on a podcast and starts hating, saying that this fool copied his hand styles and that he asked him to stop. And I think it looks like it was more, you know, behind the scenes, like the collaboration wasn't coming together as quick, and maybe Blanco was already moving on and he didn't like that. I think there's certain fools that get on and they're like, they act like you got to stay with them the whole time, bro. Do your thing, do your own thing. Why do you even got to hate? Why don't you just keep it pushing? Rely on your music, Tommy. You know what I mean? Why to go to LA? Why are you going to Southern California and trying to hate on Southern Californians when you're not from Southern California? It's not going to be a good look. In the end, Blanco's from there. Palm Springs is in Southern California, and he's doing the right thing by being a Southsider from Southern California. When you're a Norteño, Sureno, you get confused. Like I think Tommy Buns is a very confused and young man that's very confused. He doesn't know if he's from Northern California, Central California, or Southern California. You know what I mean? He doesn't know if he's a superstar or a criminal. I just think that you got to chill before you become like Lefty Gunplay. You got to go to rehab or go back to jail. You got to figure out who you are, what you want to do, my boy. But hating on your own partner that brought you up in the game, the Southside Screech, the whitest essay from the Trece, is not gonna do it for you. Mic Check didn't save you. And then even with the Mic Check thing, bro, you were crying over money, bro, when you should have been happy that this Vato did all this stuff for you. Production, music, studio, recorded you, put it out, marketed you, and you're crying over 50, 60 bucks. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to break the facade so that young men see that these Vatos should not be the people you're looking up to. Listen to their music, just don't follow them like that. Like, follow their social media, but don't follow them and make the decisions that they're making, because you could end up, you know, a fool in jail early death, you feel me, mental institution, or just falling all the way off. So in this conflict, please be more like Blanco. Blanco, what did Blanco do? Let's conclude this a little bit. What did Blanco do? He got on that song, you know, the Eminem track, and he started doing his thing, bro. You can't hate on a vato that's doing his thing, you know what I mean? I want to put it up, actually. Where's it? That's crazy that his new song doesn't just pop up. Hey, they gotta work on the marketing. That shit should pop up immediately. So then what does Blanco do? He keeps it. This is why I'm messing with Blanco a little bit, bro. He keeps it hip hop. And he gets on a mic and disses all these fools and says that he's the dude. You know, he's Eminem. He's the guy, bro. And he's with ladies. He's making jokes and being funny. And he's also imitating another Eminem, you know, like he's an Eminem of the South Side, you know. So it all makes sense and it's all hip hop. What I like about this is that they're keeping it hip hop. They're already seeing each other. And that's another thing. This fool said he saw Blanco and Blanco hit him up and that this fool got in his car and left with the girl. He was literally admitting that he walked away from a fade, bro. So it isn't that serious, you know. It's all for entertainment. Podcasters get it off, reactors get it off, whatever. Even the rap scene gets it off. A little bit of conflict doesn't hurt anybody, but as long as it doesn't get into the streets. But in the end, was it all worth it? They should still look cooler together as almost like a 3-person group. P-Face, Blanco, and Tommy. But now they're hating on each other. I think P-Face, I don't know which one he's cool with, or he's cool with both of them, right? You're making your friends make choices. They shouldn't have to. It's all a mess. And it's all because of ego and bad decision making. So this video is just to say, don't have an ego going into the music industry and don't, you know, make that many bad decisions. Look to collaborate. Don't always look for the bag. You'll get the bag eventually, you know. I didn't want to get paid at the food community because I wanted it to be like an investment that I get a piece of. But it didn't work out. It's all right. I made it back home, started doing something else. That's another thing. Just keep moving on. And I think right now, Blanco15 is doing the right thing. Instead of banging on the streets with him, he's banging on wax, making a little bit of money, getting his clout back up, and going to move forward. They both been on No Jumper. They both have had some good songs. They both have a little community around them. I think Blanco's in a better position because he's made better decisions. And Tommy Buns, bro, you're going to go back to Pixley empty-handed with only that one watch, bro. That one watch that you started with, bro, if you keep acting this way. So let me know in the comments if you like Tommy, if you like Blanco, who's winning in this little debate, who's winning in this little versus, and if you agree with how they, you know, run their programs, and if they could do better, how could they do better, or the reality is they're probably super irrelevant to all of you. But I'm here to break it down. I like to break down underground Chicano rap, entertainment, gossip. It's fun. It's not mainstream, and it's kind of cool to find out, you know, what y'all think about. Let me know. A bunch of you guys just watch this. You don't like it. You don't comment. I really wish you could tell me what I got to do to help, you know, make that connection where you can support your boy. Because I'm getting views. I break these up into reels, and I get a lot of views on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and Facebook, or YouTube. Not Instagram. But so it's making me a living, but I want to do something that you guys are more into. Let me know what I can do in the comments. This is your boy Pocho1. Happy Martin Luther King's Day. And it's your boy Pocho, and I'm out.